Hello, Miss Lee, and congratulations again on your 61 points. But it's been a couple of days now, and it's been from Sports Center to Good Morning America. For you these last couple of days, what's it been like to have all this attention?
I think it's been really great just to feel supported and loved from my family and friends. But really, I still have school, I still have practice, I still have everything else. So yeah, it's just been kind of just balancing all that stuff, and very thankful for Randy and everyone helping me do it all.
It was said by the broadcasters during the game. I said it on my show, and a lot of people have been saying it. They felt like you made it look easy to score 61 points. For you, how easy was the 61 points?
I really think it just came down to just us executing well as a team. I think the guards just did a great job of getting it in there and going with what worked. And really just taking it one play at a time.
And my last one is in high school. What was your biggest clip in high school?
51, something around that. Yeah.
Was there a certain point where you kind of realized that this was going to be on the table for you on Sunday?
I had no idea what the record even was. So, not really. I mean, I was okay, new career high for me, but not I wasn't really thinking about an NCAA record, until I came out of the game and they announced it. So
you didn't even know until coach took you out of the game with a couple minutes left.
Yeah. No idea. Yeah.
What was maybe your favorite reaction? Just friend, family, whatever after the game? What's one that you're going to remember?
I think just celebrating with my teammates, and just my mom. I think she cried a little. But yeah, I think just with my teammates and with my mom and just with the people that are just close to me.
I know this is long before you were born, but Cindy Brown has been in the record books since 1987, Rachel Banham since 2016. What does it mean to you when you think about being in the record books the way you are right now?
It's crazy. It's really crazy to think about, just kind of just hard to, I guess, wrap my mind around, because I don't think it was ever oh, I'm going to play basketball so I can break all these national records. That was never, I guess, a thought for me, but it's just an honor. It's a blessing.
And, I asked Randy about this a little earlier in the year. You are age-wise old enough to go in this year's WNBA draft. A lot of people think you might be a lottery pick. He said that you wanted to stay there for your senior year. Has anything changed about that? And also, if you could say if there's any WNBA players that you look to, the centers in that league, that you sort of maybe emulate.
Yeah, I'm staying another year. I really love just what I'm doing for school, and I want to finish that education. I love the program. So, that's the plan right now. Players that I've watched, I think last summer I watched a lot of film on Liz Cambage and just her game. And then I think just Sylvia Fowles, just because she's just an amazing center, and she still does it so well.
At some point, do you see yourself expanding as far out as the 3-point range? Because Fowles and Griner really don't do that very much. Liz does, Asia Wilson does. Do you see that being a part of your game as you grow?
I think there's always areas to improve. I think it's definitely something to look at, I think, as we just continue to develop and stuff. So, yeah.
Hey, we saw Randy's tweet about how your jersey and the game ball are going to the Hall of Fame. What does that mean to you to know that's going to be physically cemented, in history like that?
Just kind of crazy. A group of us got to go out there for a 3-on-3 tournament, and it was so cool just to see all the history just in that place, and to see players. I think Sabrina Ionescu has some stuff in there, and stuff like that. And to think we've played Oregon when she was on the team, and that stuff. And to think that my jersey is going to be in there is just crazy.
I know K-State announced a bunch of ticket packages and things around the number 61. Attendance at games has been really, really good, and the crowds have been awesome. I guess, how cool is that to see the success you guys have been having translate to, support?
Yeah, it's been awesome so far. I think it's exciting just to see hopefully how much it just continues to grow.
Yeah. And then the last one I have for you, I know you beat Brittany Griner's Big 12 record as well. Did you watch her growing up at all, or?
I did not. I really did not watch a lot of basketball growing up.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what's the craziest or most favorite thing that's happened to you when you see all the reactions pouring in from across the country? What's one you've liked the most?
There's been a lot of crazy tweets out there, just like funny. My teammates love screenshotting them and sending them to me. I can't think of like just one, but yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't think I've seen everything.
And have you thought at all about, what you can do as an encore here? I know 61 points isn't easy to follow, but have you thought about that at all?
I don't know. I think a lot of where my mind has been at is just like preparing for our next game. I think just because the Big 12 isn't an easy conference, and I think it's kind of just like gotta keep going, like celebrate it, but then it's kind of just back to business.
You mentioned a minute ago you really love school, playing for Kansas State. What is it you like so much that you're bound determined to stay there as long as you can?
Just growing up, my mom made a really big emphasis on like sports aren't going to last forever. Like you need to have like something else because it can be taken from you at any moment. And that's just kind of what I found here in just like my school and the master's program I'm in. And I just love it. It's definitely something I want to do after sports are done, whenever that is.
How are you a different player than you were at Byron? Tell me a couple of ways that it's been become pretty profoundly different since high school.
I think my turnaround shot has been like a really big improvement. I think I've gotten better at just like reading where my defender is, making adjustments when I need to. And then just like footwork, I think has improved.
Yesterday, I spent the afternoon, with the Byron girls basketball team, and they were all super proud of you, but they were also very inspired by what you did. So what's it mean to you that you're inspiring the next generation of Byron girls basketball players?
It's an honor, really. I think just getting to like represent being from Byron and that community and that high school and that program is really just an honor, and just thankful that they've like trusted me to do that.
Ayoka, I know you are such a humble young woman and so focused on your team. Obviously, you guys have some big goals. Can you talk just a little bit about this season? You have some terrific freshmen in there and just the way that the team's come together so far.
I think the freshmen have been just like such a great addition to our team. Just their like mentality of wanting to come in and work hard every day has been really great. And then just like all the different personalities I think we have has just made like our culture just so much better. And everyone just like loves coming in every day, loves working hard together, and all that stuff has just been really great.
Probably about 20 years ago, K-State was really on the map in women's basketball for sure, with like Nicole Oldie and Kendra Wecker and Megan Mahoney and Lori Kane, some real superstars in this group. And all of a sudden, Scott Van Pelt's talking about you on Sports Center and things like that, and talking about K-State. How does it make you feel that because of your efforts that people are really taking note of K-State?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I think when I just think about it, I think it just goes back to like our fan support. I think we all love playing in Bramlage, and even more so when we have when it's packed with fans. So I think it just makes me excited to continue playing in Bramlage and to continue having support and for that support to grow.